Everyone's been talking about the great lock-in, and we are already 13 days in. We're gonna get all into our 4 big goals in this episode of the great lock-in and how you can get started if you haven't found community around it already. If you've been going through this challenge since you saw my video that I posted on September 2nd, then you have logged 60 minutes of your big 6 items since you started. Congratulations, you are getting there, and you are now 10% of the way through this challenge. If you didn't notice and weren't watching my stories, then you would have seen that the great lock-in went live. Folks are already starting to roll in. They are getting situated inside of our community on Kajabi. This is big because this means that you now have accountability around how you're going to get things done and someone to report to on a bi-weekly basis. As a reminder, when you're picking your 4 big goals, I split them up into 4 categories. The first one being well-being, the second one being social, the third being creative, vocational, and the fourth being a personal celebration. So I'm going to share my big 4 goals. If you feel inspired around how you want to plan things for yourself, you have something to go off of. On the mental and well-being side, my goal is to gain weight. I have been struggling to gain weight my entire life. I am at a point now where I'm like, you know what? I don't care what the number is. I just want to gain weight and be on the healthy side of things. I think the big mindset shift in this for me is just that as I get older, my body is going to continuously change, and I love myself. So eating better, moving my body more, making sure I'm being intentional with what I'm ingesting into my body, what I'm consuming. I'm really curious to see what could happen over the next couple of months as this is going on. Social wise, I'm really diving deep into community, and the big piece around that for me when it comes to my great lock-in and my big 4 is building out my coaching practice. Now this has a little bit to do with work, but I want to work with folks one-on-one again because I haven't had my practice open publicly for one-on-one in 4 years, and that was where I really had my biggest impact on people. With everything going on in the world, I'm been really doing a massive audit on how can I have the biggest impact on folks to make a difference. When I was working with folks one-on-one, I could see in real time how I was making a difference in changing the pathways for folks just when it came to my coachings. My third goal is the creative and vocational, and I'm going to put my poetry collection out this year. I don't have a choice. It's coming out in December. It's been done for years, and I've been sitting on it just due to circumstances, quote unquote. In all honesty, it's time to close that chapter that collection is attached to. So I'm really excited to share it with the world, and it's my second book that I'm publishing and putting out. My first book, You Are Enough, did really well. It has sold over 5,000 copies since publishing it in 2019. And so I'm really pumped to see how this next book does as well. And then finally, the last big goal, which is the celebration piece, is celebrating my birthday. My birthday is December 9th. The last few years have been really great. Every year it just develops, and going into 31, I really want to just dive more into that community piece. Like I said earlier, I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I am going to spend this time to really figure it out. So if this inspired you and you know you want to lock in with me, then the Great Lock-In Challenge is for you. It is live. You can join it by going to the link in my bio or commenting lock-in down below. When you actually do join it, it is donation based. You can give what you can. If it's nothing, then that's okay, but you better show up to every single one of those calls. And if you do donate, then 20% of the donations go to the DS Music Institute, which is an incredible 501c3 organization here in Houston that works on preserving Latinx culture and music throughout the entire Houston area. So if you can give when you are joining the challenge, then know that the money is going to a good cause. That's everything for this episode. I hope you're having a great time working through the challenge, and I will see you in December. Bye.